Hello. I am just going to walk you through moon salutations or Chandra Namaskar. If you're not familiar, it's just a sequence of postures that are linked together. You start at standing, work through a series of postures, and then work your way back through in opposite order those same postures to come back to standing. Many of you might be more familiar with sun salutations. They're a little bit more commonly used. So it's the same kind of thing, just a little bit different. Sun salutations are more heating and opening, and they draw on the masculine energy of the sun. On the other hand, moon salutations are a little bit more inward. And draw on the cooling feminine energy of the moon. So I'm going to walk you through the sequence a few times. You come into a lunge and lead with, obviously one foot. So we'll go through a round leading with the right foot, and then we'll do a round leading with the left foot. And then I'll go through the whole sequence again, and guide it, linking all of these movements with the breath. So ideally, each of the movements start and end with your inhale or your exhale. But first we'll just look at the mechanics of it. And then I'll lead you through it again, cueing the breath. And I also have an image with just stick figures of each of the poses following in order so that it's one complete round. So if you need to look at that to have a visual cue, that is also available. So you're just going to start at the top of your mat with your feet under your hips. Bring hands to heart center, pressing palms together. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades are coming together, grounding down through the soles of your feet. And with an inhale, you're going to reach the arms up, open them up, draw shoulder blades together, reach the heart up, finding a gentle back bend. And then bring palms together, coming down to the heart again, and then fold forward. Letting that hands come all the way down, and your head drop, your neck is relaxed. Then you're going to bend your knees, lift your heels, and come into a squat. If you can, bring palms together at heart center. And then go ahead and release your hands down. You're going to step the right foot back behind you. Lower that knee onto the mat. Square your hips. Bring knee directly over the ankle. You don't want it coming in front of the ankle. So keep the knee over the ankle and sink the hips. Then reach your arms up above you. Again, shoulders are down. Shoulder blades draw together so the heart can lift up. Then finding a gentle back bend. And then release the hands down, step the left foot back, coming onto both knees. And with an inhale, reach the arms up, shoulder blades draw together, heart lifts, hips press forward. And then you're going to fold forward onto the mat, coming into child's pose. So hips come onto the heels, hands down on the mat. If you can, forehead comes down to the mat. Then you're just going to slide forward on your mat, coming onto your belly. You're going to lift into cobra, so place your hands under your shoulders. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Press your hips into the mat, and with an inhale, lift the chest. Draw the heart forward. Very little weight in your hands. This is a lift through the spine. So reach through the crown of the head and draw the heart forward. And then you're going to press the hips back to come into child's pose again. And then lift up onto your knees And reach the arms up. So we're reversing the sequence now. Heart lifts, hips press forward. Release the hands down. Step the right foot forward on your mat. Left knee stays on the mat. Sink those hips and reach the arms up. And then release the hands down. Step that left foot forward to come back into your squat. Heels are lifted. If you can, bring hands to heart center. Find your balance. Lifting through the crown of the head, long spine. Shoulders are down. And then lift your hips, come into standing forward fold. Hand releases, neck is relaxed. And then you're going to slowly lift up to standing, bringing hands up through heart center again. And then reaching them up towards the ceiling. Open the hands, lift the heart, hips press forward. Gentle back bend. And then hands come together, lower them to heart center. And then for the left side, so inhale, reaching the hands up. Bring palms together down to the heart and fold forward. Bend the knees and lift the heels to come into a squat. If you can, bringing hands to heart center. And release the hands down, step the left foot back, coming onto the left knee. If you have any discomfort or pain on that knee that's down on the ground, you can place a folded blanket on your mat where your knee would fall, just to give it a little bit of extra cushion and support. So once again, knee is over the ankle, square those hips, let them sink down, and then reach the arms up. Shoulders are down, shoulder blades draw together, and the heart lifts up. Reaching through the crown of the head to keep your spine long. And then release the hands down, step the right foot back. So you're on both knees. And inhale, reach the arms up, lift the heart. And then fold forward, hips come over the heels, forehead to the mat if you can, child's pose here. And then drop forward onto your belly. And with an inhale, lift the chest for cobra. And then release the hips back, coming into child's pose again. And then lift up onto the knees. Reach the hands up high. Lift the heart. Fold forward, step that left foot forward. Coming into a lunge, the back knee stays down on the mat, hips sink. Arms reach up, heart lifts. Draw the shoulder blades together and sink the hips down. Release the hands down. Step the right foot forward, coming back into your squats. Finding balance. And then lift the hips and fold forward. Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And then with an inhale, slowly rise to standing, reaching the arms up through heart center. Reaching the heart up. And then palms together, hands to heart center. So I'll walk you through the sequence again. A little bit fewer cues on the mechanics, focusing more on connecting our movement with our breath. So again, start the movement and conclude the movement in alignment with your breath, your inhale or your exhale. So with an inhale, reach the hands up, lift the heart. And exhale, hands come together, fold forward, coming through heart center. Inhale to come into your squat, lifting the heels. And exhale here, holding your squat. And then with an inhale, step your right foot back, come onto the knee, reach the arms up, lift through the heart. Exhale, release down, step the left foot back, coming onto both knees, And inhale, lift up, reaching through the heart. And then exhale, fold forward into child's pose. With your inhale, slide forward onto the belly and lift into cobra. And exhale, draw the hips back into child's pose. Inhale, lifting up onto the knees and reaching the arms up high. With an exhale, release the arms down. Step the right foot forward, coming into your lunge. And inhale, reach the arms up. Sink the hips, lift the heart. Exhale, release the hands down and step the left foot forward, coming into your squat. And inhale here. And exhale, lift the hips to fold forward, head releases down. Inhale, slowly rise to standing, reaching the heart, hands up through heart center. Gentle back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. And the other side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward, bringing hands through heart center. Inhale to come into a squat. And exhale here. Step the left foot back and inhale, reach up. Exhale, release the hands down, step the right foot back. You're on both knees, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward into child's pose. Inhale, slide onto the belly and lift the chest for cobra. And exhale, pull the hips back into child's pose. Inhale, lift up onto the knees and reach the arms up high. Exhale, releasing the hands down. Step the left foot forward. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, release down. Stepping the right foot forward to squat. And inhale here. Exhale, lift the hips to fold forward. Inhale, rise to standing. Reach the hands up high. Lift through the heart. And exhale, hands to heart. You just keep repeating that sequence. I recommend 12 times, once for each month of this new year. Or whatever feels right for you. Maybe it's more, maybe it's less. Take your time with it. Really try to slow the breath down, slow your movements down. Let it be very meditative movements. Really let it help to start guiding you inward, focusing on the heart, and hopefully lead you into the meditation that I describe in my blog. So it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.